everybody.
Hi, everybody. It looks perfect.
Happy Saturday.
Yay.
I am very happy as usual. You know I always am on Saturdays when we get together. It's always my favorite. We've got flowers from the garden. We've got our beautiful candles and Malachessa's back here that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
And Vera, do we have
Angel.
anything? Well, we have a special thing going on today. Raffle number 2.
Oh, raffle number 2.
Mm-hmm. Should we tell them why we're having raffle number 2?
Natasha could not make it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is it saying that? There we go.
Maybe next time, but that gives somebody else a chance.
Exactly, exactly. So our raffle winner can't make it, so we're going to redraw again today.
And we added 2 names.
Yes, we did.
There wasn't on last time. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if we pull your name, it would be super great if you could let us know.
Right away.
Yeah, if you can make it, so that if you can't, we can do another raffle next Saturday.
Yeah, because it's getting kind of where it's, you know, it's getting to, it's almost April, and I know flights are probably already expensive because it's not way ahead of time. But I've even tried to do way ahead of time, and it's still expensive.
Exactly.
So, if you cannot make it, hi Marshila, hi Chris, you. So, yeah, let us know so somebody else could have a chance that can come.
Yeah, and just to clarify, the raffle is for the entrance of our retreat. It's not for airfare or lodging. So just wanted to be.
You'll get breakfast.
Yeah, that's true.
Continental breakfast.
Yeah, continental breakfast for sure.
Hi Roxanne, aloha hoy.
That song is starting to play in my mind. Okay, let me put that down.
I don't even know it's a hoy, but.
All right, was there anything else that we wanted to? Oh, Vera, do you want to share? Because you were saying that one of our viewers, her name is Karina.
I don't think that's her name.
Karina Ramirez?
No, it's. Oh, it's not. That's not her name.
Okay.
No, it's not Karina. No, it's Karina. It's not Covina.
Well, that's supposed to be an R, Karina.
Okay, so because it's a K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so close enough.
Well, because I can't spell, it's not your fault. That's not how you spell her name.
I don't know about that. We got dinged for our grammar.
Yeah.
So it was so funny too, because you know I read it and I was going, wow, you know, you do the best you can whenever you're trying to get psychic information, and then for her to say that, you know, because I have bad grammar, that I'm not entitled to be a channel. I didn't know. She was talking about whenever you were saying on that particular
show.
To
be an official channel on YouTube.
Because Chrissy was saying we need to have 1,000 to be an official channel. That's what she was talking about, the lady. I thought she was saying because I was a psychic medium. So I thanked her, you know, for helping us be better, kind of thing. So
it was a comment.
Yeah.
We had. Whatever it is, yeah.
That was funny.
But anyway,
there's Carrie. That's the one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, Karina.
Okay, so, well, I'll let you tell Carrie, because it was after you talked with her.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I did tell her. No, I think I did tell. I did tell you, right? That wasn't you.
About
it was somebody
maybe she meant the comment. But you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about there was whenever we were talking, Carrie and I were talking, and I kept telling her, I go, you sound real, you don't sound, she felt really familiar.
Yes, she's saying yes.
Okay, good. That was the one, right? And so I just kind of let it go, because she's going, no, we've never spoken before. And I was going, okay, but I thought, like, I know this woman. And then whenever I was taking Molly to eat, and we were coming back, it just went ding, ding, ding. She was with me and you in the nun life, and she worked with me in the library.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
And yeah, she was saying that was me.
Yeah, that is you.
That is super neat. So in the library.
Yeah.
So love of books.
Love of books.
That is super cool.
That was you.
Isn't it super neat, you guys, how we're back in life again, and we're finding each other through YouTube. being in that life, and here we are again. Well, and other lives too.
Well,
but
of course.
it's really cool. Intersecting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's neat. That is really awesome.
And then I was thinking, because April's my birthday month.
Yes.
That I will do 10% off of my. Oh no, because it's already 10% for
the Soul Tribe.
But so they would get 20%.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 10% for people that aren't Soul Tribe. But then if you are Soul Tribe, you get 20% off of my services for the month of April.
And what's really cool too right now is to be a part of our Soul Tribe, which is like being, like sometimes we'll send you a newsletter of anything that we have going on, say sales or special things, events or whatever. And so that's being a part of our Soul Tribe, and it's free to sign up. You can do that on our website, on our contact page.
For now, it's free.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you about that yet.
Yeah. You've mentioned it a little bit, but yeah.
But
so
only,
anyways.
I mean, not a lot, but, you know, having somebody maybe pay $5
Exactly.
But the people that are already on it will be grandfathered in.
Yeah. And that's really cool too. And it's neat too, because when you're on our Soul Tribe list, just like what Vera was saying, is that you get a discount off of all the services. And then we'll also send out an email that has a little discount code for the art, 10% off the art and things like that.
Yeah.
So, very cool. Oh yeah, and our website is soulsenlightenment.com. Yeah.
And if you do go on there and ask for a service, there is a fee. So just so you know.
Yeah.
I know I say that every time, it probably gets boring, but if somebody's new,
we don't want them to be surprised.
Yeah.
Only in a good way with the information.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what's next?
Maybe we want to start off? Do we want to have the retreat raffle at the end this time, or at the beginning?
Well, we have 6 watching. So what do you guys want to do? Now or at the end? Dun da da dun.
Well, maybe.
Do you hear birdies chirping?
Yeah. And okay, we're gonna do it at the end.
Perfect.
So, do we want to jump on in to our really interesting?
Yeah.
Do we want to tell them a little bit about
the
latest from John Oliver? Or did
you?
Okay. So we were looking into yeah. So John Oliver
Too late, Sammy.
had a recent episode that he did about psychics, actually. And he was...
Well, it's not all about psychics, but there was a
segment about psychics and how he was...
Hi, James.
...kind of discrediting the field of psychics.
And mostly mediums.
Right. And actually that is what he focused on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was mediums who talk to the dead. That was his focus. That's true. It wasn't everything.
No, he was focusing on mediums.
That
connect you to loved ones and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And also he was giving or showing examples of people that he felt were frauds, basically. Yeah. But the interesting thing about that is that in every
Hollywood psychic,
in every
Hollywood medium,
in every different career field, there are people who are out there to help others, and there are people out there just for themselves to get ahead. And like with anything,
I mean, they have a huge platform, which I think is amazing, and that's great for them. And I don't see Teresa wanting to dupe people or on purpose, or sometimes you have off days, sometimes you can't connect. And for me, it would be easier to say, because I've gone through it with Sylvia, just to say, I'm not getting anything. Instead of making something up, just to, because then you fall flat on your face. You have to be honest about what you're doing.
Yeah, and that's I have to say, that's one of the things that I've always really appreciated about you, Vera, is that your ego is never like, I have to be right, I have to get it now. Like, if you're not getting something, you always say, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not getting anything on that right now. Yeah. But there's always a reason for that. Maybe the person's not meant to know, or it could be any type of thing. But I really like that you're not afraid to say, what?
I learned from other people.
Exactly. We learn how we want to be and how we don't want to be. Yeah, for sure. What was Sylvia Browne's definition of mediums and psychics? What was her definition? of mediums and psychics. I would imagine somebody that's getting, well, the one that's actually a trans medium. I'm thinking of that. Well, I can't speak for her, but I know that
what she said to us.
Yeah, is that, you know, it's interesting too because it's different now. A lot of people, when they think of a medium, they think of like what Teresa Caputo, because she's more famous, the Long Island medium. So they think of her, they think of mediums as channeling the dead. That's what they do. But Angus has always really wanted to reaffirm that with you. The mediumship part was him, you trancing him.
Yeah, I don't
literally
do the
trancing him. Yeah, that's not your that's not your forte. Just like how every doctor, not every doctor is a foot doctor.
Oh,
or
Roxanne
a
wants to know
baby
the
doctor.
difference.
Well,
all mediums are psychic. Number one is what she would say. But then mediums are the ones that talk to dead people.
Well, but that's that definition.
Yeah.
With Angus, the differentiation.
But she wanted to know what Sylvia
wants.
wants.
The difference.
She wants to know Sylvia's definition.
Well, like you just said, for Sylvia's definition, it was basically one and the same, I would say. But I don't know. She never.
But not all psychics are mediums.
Exactly. Not all psychics are mediums.
Yeah.
But I'm just bringing it back to what Angus said about you.
You can do that.
You are a medium because you have literally tranced him to where he came in.
Because I have a big deal about that name or that definition.
I know.
Because I'm not.
Probably because of what your past experience.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's not, again, that's
everyone is psychic to some degree, some more than others because they use it more.
Exactly.
Except it was really interesting whenever we were working there, we couldn't say we were psychic. And that was really tough because when we would talk to people on the phone and they would say, well, are you psychic? And we'd have to say no.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they'd go, well, Sylvia said, we're all psychic.
Right.
You know, so then I would go, well, and I'm going, my little brain's going, what do I do now?
Yeah.
You know, so I just went, well, we're intuitive.
Right.
And that was bullshit.
Yeah, I know. We had to say that because in that situation, there was only supposed to be, two.
Yeah, just her and Chris.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she was thinking people were going to start asking us questions if we said, yeah, we're psychic, and then it would get muddy.
Right.
Because it happened.
And I've known a lot of people that are psychic, but I have to say that in my lifetime, I've only known two that are mediums, trance mediums, in the way I view it. I know that she's not asking me that she's asking me what Sylvia had to say, but and Sylvia was one of them in the early days.
Oh, and John Edwards, we have to be fair. I brought up Sylvia too.
Oh, did he?
Because not just the ones I mentioned, he brought up Sylvia as well.
And then the second one, of course, seeing you. That you
brought me up?
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about my subject.
Oh, okay.
About being a medium.
I just wanted to be fair.
You know, you guys, I have to say, the reason why I'm going on about it, I just think it still amazes me about that.
She says, it's okay, Chrissy.
It still amazes me.
Oh no, my roots are showing. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's just so amazing. It's an amazing journey.
Yeah, it is. And you don't. That's the thing about people. And I get his gist. I get his gist because it's like you don't want people taking advantage of. Who does?
Of course. She's talking about John Oliver and what he was saying. Of course.
There's a lady in Tracy.
Yes, absolutely.
That opened up a psychic house, I guess you could say. And this one lady went to me in Campbell. She went to me because I did regressions and all that. Well, she wanted to know, she goes, I want to know if this lady is legit. She goes, my uncle has already paid her $20,000.
See, that's where it's just bad.
It was awful. It was awful.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Hi, Lori. Something about book on astrology. It's informative. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you guys, sometimes we hear about these people that charge like $1,000 that they're going to light a candle for you and take away the spell that is around you and all that stuff. And it's, you know, that's very similar to what different types of religions do. They take the power out of the people's hands.
And you guys have
the power. Exactly. You do have a psychic ability.
It's like you guys are in charge of your life.
Exactly.
It's not me. I'm giving you guidelines.
It's things
but you're the ones that have to live it, you know, to do it or not.
It's for us to activate on, or choose a different direction if it's not, we're not resonating to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, I forgot.
So,
what did Lori say the other day that was cracked us up?
it was about her cat and the feather.
You're so funny.
You are funny.
That cracked me up. Okay, now what?
Can I tell them one more thing?
Sure.
Did you guys, this story is, well, it's fun for me. Remember how last week I was telling you guys about the feather when I was talking to Orion? And then the very next day when I left your house and I was back in my garden doing my thing in the morning and I was connecting with him. It's just for this one moment. And I was thinking about that and I was thinking, gosh, maybe it's not very impressive. You know, I was outside and there are birds outside. And right when at that moment, guess what happened?
A bird feather fell.
A gust of wind.
Close.
Brought up this little feather off the ground. At the same moment, when I was talking to Orion again, and it was like, I felt like I should bring it up because it was like...
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah, he wanted for me to share that.
That was me, though, because I put that in your head. Because whenever she said, I found a feather, I go, woo. You know, I'll have feathers by our front door. But no, that means something.
It was super
I was
cool.
joking.
It was a gust of wind. I couldn't wait to tell you about it. I forgot to tell you until right now. But anyway.
Dodie.
Okay. All right, we want to know about John Oliver.
Oh, okay. Well, good old John Oliver, and I think his heart is in the right place.
Of course.
He's just got to really kind of be careful because he's starting to become, they're calling it the John Oliver effect. And he's starting to change politicians and because of what he brings to his show and shows what people are doing and that kind of thing. So things are starting to move and change because of what he's bringing up. So just don't let it get to your head, because then that's when you get in trouble. Well, John Oliver, his thing kept going back and forth to two different people again. I know I said it doesn't usually happen, but this is the second time. And the first thing I got from him, and it's very politically charged past lives. And this one was, I get like 1600s. I'm so bad at history, but I believe it's 1600s, and he was an English poet, but also a political activist. There was just a hawk on my...
Really? Yeah. Are you serious?
And he just flew away, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see the he just...
No. Yeah, did it just drop you a feather?
I don't know.
We'll go out there later. Okay.
John Oliver is a comedian. That's what he is.
Yeah, I like his show, actually.
I do too.
I like him.
He's entertaining, and he gets to the point.
Yes.
And the point with the psychic medium thing,
there's good and bad in every profession.
Exactly.
And the points that you were bringing up were very, very valid, of course. So, but, okay, so go ahead.
And that's another thing that at least Sylvia taught us too, is you don't go out and solicit. People come to you. What is it soliciting though when
you're talking? What?
Isn't it soliciting because I have mine on a website? Isn't that kind of the same thing than walking up to people on the street? Because that was her. It's psychic. It's called psychic etiquette. You don't go up to people and like Teresa. That used to drive her crazy.
No. I mean, it's true. I mean, that's what the point that John Oliver was bringing up. One of the points was that people were calling the person who just lost their daughter and saying, I can connect with her. I know where she is. She's going to come back in 3 days. So he was like, so that's what you're saying. That's not etiquette. That's not the psychic etiquette, right? You're not going after people.
Okay. Well, I thought, since you have a website and you are offering services, that's kind of like...
No, that's not soliciting. Soliciting is when you call somebody at their house.
Okay,
and you go, hey, man.
Isn't Roxanne goes, yeah, that's how I get my jobs. Yeah. See? Okay. But I'm not out there going up to somebody on the street going...
Right. Yeah. Right. You have a curse around you, and if I light a candle, I'm going to take it away. That's soliciting. Right? Yeah. I got you.
And then whenever people say that to you, if you like say, "Oh no, that can't be true," and then you walk out the door and you trip, then you go, "Oh my God." See? It's right. They're right.
Exactly.
And it's not. It's
I have a friend of mine who
Thank you, Sammy.
has fallen for that in the past anyways.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I got that
you're having your storefronts open.
There you go.
Okay.
Without a storefront. Okay, and I get like he was famous for some a rose poem. Rose? That's, I don't know. Rose.
In this past life.
Yeah, it's that English poet / political activist. Because I think he was in parliament. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
But he was an advocate of religious toleration. But then he did something within the political arena where he got caught for conspiracy.
Okay.
Or there's like a plot or something. I'm really getting into it now. I'm starting to sweat. Yeah, it was like a political, he did something either against the king or against Parliament.
Wow.
Or something.
But I'm sure there was...
But he got caught. And then I could see him like in that Tower of London, or some tower that they put prisoners in. And he escaped from bribing the people that were holding him, but also he turned in his co-conspirators. So he was banished, I guess, because it's after he does that, it's like he just disappears. But then I see that he kind of tries to get back into stuff, and he's apologized, and then people take him back in, and then he's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but he had to kind of go through all that.
Well,
Tower of London, yeah.
You know, it's kind of interesting because...
But he was almost killed for it.
Well, what he's doing now, I mean, he's really putting things that are going on politically out there.
Look how much I'm sweating. Oh my God.
And so he's really putting it out there.
Yeah.
And
because that was like horrible in there.
But it's interesting because in this life, he's definitely not hiding things.
No.
It's out there for the world to see. It's
so that's
not
a lesson
anything
learned,
undercover.
right?
Yeah, it's like he's like, here I am. This is what I have to say.
Yeah.
This is what I believe in. And this, I mean, that's what it seems like to me as the layperson watching it and hearing your story. It's interesting.
Yeah. And who was it that started as a comedian and became a psychic? That little short guy, Von Prague.
I did not know
he was a comedian.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that funny.
I don't know. I never saw his show, but yeah. So, but then
what?
This is the one that I don't know. I mean, I keep seeing it, so I'm just gonna say it. Lenny Bruce. I don't know if he was around Lenny Bruce or if he was Lenny Bruce.
Okay.
But that's what I keep getting, and even I have like big question mark exclamation points. It's like, I don't know. See, I'm going to put a fake rose on it.
So Lenny
Bruce was a comedian, but he was like a real, I think he's a political type of comedian. Or he was kind of vulgar in I don't know. That's what I keep getting. Well, I've heard of Lenny Bruce, but I don't know. I keep seeing their faces changing. And that's another thing I want to bring up before I forget. Whenever I'm talking about past lives, and then we do the research, which I love the research part of it, but whenever you see someone and you think they fit that person because they look like them now, no, not always. Sometimes, but most of the time you look different every lifetime. You're not going to look the same as the past lives that you've had before.
Right.
So don't get confused with that. Well, he doesn't look like that now. I'm talking about the Mueller one. Mm-hmm. And there was, I believe, was it two people? Was it Mueller? Somebody was saying he looked like Mueller now, one of the two names. Like a Reed or a Sherman.
I can't remember the name, but I know.
Yeah, and it's not Reed. It was Sherman.
Really?
And somebody said he doesn't look anything like Mueller now. Well, no. Because he's in a different lifetime.
Yeah, it's interesting too because Angus was saying this.
Oh, James did.
The soul is in the eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, in the eyes you can.
Yeah, the eyes, yes.
Recognition.
Yeah. So okay.
So I wanted to say this is kind of cool. The angel that I wanted to pick today, because we're talking about psychic ability and how we all have that, is Malachessa, and Malachessa is a female Michael Archangel, and of course this is the one.
Her.
Yeah, she's really powerful. We did not know about Malachessa until
I don't know.
Angus told us about her through Vera, and that female, the feminine was covered up, including the female archangels. Was there a question there?
No, he just said John Oliver was born in 1947.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, cool. Anyways.
Oh, I didn't see that. Lenny Bruce died in 66.
So,
that's quick.
This archangel helps to pull away the veil. And the veil exists on this planet is like, I don't want to say it's a fog, but it's what separates us between our past life knowledge, between the other side, between seeing our angels, and that type of thing. And what's really, really cool that I want to tell you guys, Angus told us that the veil thickens or thins according to us. I always wondered who thins it. Do our angels thin it? Does God thin it for us? Because when the veil is thinner, then we are going to be more able to, like when Vera's talking about psychic abilities, we're going to be more intuitive. We're going to be able to pick up on our angels being around us or our loved ones, or we might be able to discern what would be a better avenue for us to take, you know, those types of things. That's where our intuition and our psychic ability comes up. And so when we are focusing on our intuition, that's when we're going to thin the veil. And Angus said that sometimes we relapse back into just using our intellect, and then the veil thickens. I was fascinated by that.
It's called habitus. You go back to what you know, or what you feel comfortable with.
That makes a lot of sense. And sometimes we might relapse into that out of fears, or it's just easier. Sometimes it's not as easy to fight for ourselves or to stand up for what we feel is right, or our own truth, or to step out of repeating patterns, or whatever it means to you. But that's why I wanted to bring up this angel, is because they have the golden sword of truth that cuts through negativity. Malachesa or Michael, whichever you resonate to most, will stand by your side always through this life, and will be there to be able to cut through that negativity to help you to see what's best for you, people around you, the situation, whatever it might be. Like with what the people that John Oliver was talking about, to cut through that manipulation, let's say, right? So that's the angel that you're going to want to call on to help you with relying on and just getting in touch with and connecting with your intuition, and that side of you that has all that ancient knowledge. Because a lot of people, of course, they don't, you know, not everybody believes in past lives and angels and everything like that, but to have that
Most people believe in angels, though. Most people do.
Right. But for those that it resonates to, that's time for them to know. And sometimes it's their angel inspiring them with that ding, you know, it's that understanding of, wow, that means so much to me. That makes so much sense. Yeah. Other people might not resonate to that as much, but that's where, you know, looking for messages, being open, relying on what you feel, following your heart, those types of things to bring up your intuition. And again, this angel helps with that.
But also the veil is thinning because there's a lot of people that are spiritually more aware now. Yeah. So it's thinning the veil already, and then whatever it is that you want to be able to do,
And then that ripple effect. Yeah. Because the more of us that do that, it thins it for the rest of us that are here. So it's really, really cool philosophy.
That's a very good question, Chris. We're going to have a session with Angus after this, so I'll ask him, but I tend to want to say yes. So Chris asked, can we be of direct lineage to someone we know in a past life?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely, I think so.
Exactly, Lynn. Intuition is psychic ability. Yeah, he has a lot of good writers, and apparently they're journalists as well, because he's not. You know, so he has an opinion show, really.
Right.
You know, so.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Vera, thank you for sharing with us about John
Oliver. I had to.
That was really cool.
Because everybody's going, have you seen John Oliver?
Yeah. 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 And then maybe we could all send some really just positive, just pure light and love to that family that lost their son that went to Korea and came back. Just, yeah.
And who is going to say, oh, I believe the...
I know. It's just, that to me was just so...
dictator that did it.
Yeah, that to me is just so... I'm speechless over that one. But if we could just send some...
Against an American.
I know. But if we could just, like I said, send love and light. I'm sure that this young man is being cocooned on the other side, wrapped in angels' love. His power
They
is
talked
angels.
about last night what they did to him.
I know it. It was
horrible.
horrifying, and it's just sickening to hear this person.
His teeth were in the wrong places.
They put him back. I know. It's pretty bad. It's really horrible, actually. But again, we could send the love and the light, and then also there is a gentleman. He's a representative. I'm not sure which congressman, but he's bringing up something to Congress to hold the
Kim
dictator, not leader, of Korea responsible. So I'm hoping maybe we could put our energy into that exactly to make that change, so that.
You know, James, I'm not sure if he was the political poster guy or if he was a missionary, because I've heard two different.
Oh, really?
So I'm not sure. But he was very tall, and I remember him being in court there in North Korea, and then they were telling him, he was crying. I mean, he was saying, please just send me home. You know, but...
I know.
Yeah, some people are just saying, well, he shouldn't have gone over there. But, you know, whenever your passion is what drives you,
I know.
and that's the way, you know.
I know. It's like that's the thing. It does not make it better, but it makes me think, okay, if this happened, then I'm thinking that he is this example to help to create this change with this person who is in the White House right now, and others that want to, for various reasons, not call him on this. It's very, there's so many things going on behind the scenes with that, I'm sure. But yeah.
He was a poster guy.
If we could send our energy to help create that change and to fuel that congressman who's trying to do that. So.
What is DT? Sorry, I don't know what that means.
Can hold DT too. I don't know what that means.
Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
That's true. I wasn't thinking about
what's
that.
happening to the many children at the border, that's a whole other, that's just horrible. Yes, he was Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But are they? No, because they're getting paid off. But all of these children that they just gave to people, who knows it was not sex traffickers? How did they know? They didn't care.
I know.
You know, oh, don't get me started on children. Oh.
I know, me too. Okay, talk about archangels. Let's send those too.
Now let's do a fun thing. Raffle. No.
Okay, God, I almost forgot about our raffle. We got to do that. Okay, you guys, here we go. Had no idea. Yeah, no doubt.
That's just wrong.
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right, you guys. So we're going to end it on a very good note. And we're going to do
well, this is still all good because we're knowing what's happening and there's no secrecy anymore. It's out. And then we can decide as, you know, people of the United States and even the world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true because even when we're talking about things like that, we're, you know, still, we're bringing light to it like you just said, and we're focusing our energy to channel to have a positive happen. Be an outcome. Exactly, a positive outcome.
Exactly, Carrie.
Okay. All right. So, here we are again, our retreat raffle box with all the names. And I would do a drum roll. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Vera.
I won't look.
I'm not looking. I can't wait to see who it is. Who is it?
Diana Vera.
Oh, yeah, Diana. Okay, she's down south. That's our gal, Diana. Diana Guevara Acosta. You know, she's on Facebook a lot.
Oh, yeah.
She's down south. She's down in Southern California.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
now,
Diana.
If you cannot make it, please let us know right away. Remember, no airfare. You have to find your own lodging. It's,
Yeah, what we'll do is we have her number. We can text her and let her know.
Otherwise, we'll be having another raffle.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, next Saturday.
But we got to get it down. I mean, you know.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can't wait to see. Oh, that's so cool. I'm really excited about Angus being, coming to the world, bringing his information and his messages, and so loving.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you guys, thank you for joining us today. We hope you have a great week. Stay enlightened, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah. I was going.